Welcome or welcome back to another video of me recreating every single granny square from this Granny Square sourcebook. Today's video is part of the animal series and it's all about the Jabulani The Zebra Square. Now because we've done two of these already, I know that the background is very easy and I'm just gonna work through it, and then after that we can assemble the face. It's gonna be so cute. I actually love this series. I thought I would hate it, but I don't. I love it. It's so fun. I've got my colors right here, so let's get started. I wanted to start off with a nice minty green as my background color instead of the blue. Oh, but this is the background color, so I need this as the face of the zebra, which is a not quite white, but off-white creamy color. Great. Nice, neat circle. Something slightly different from the other squares. This one has a black border, so I'm going to get to that very quickly. Something you might have noticed from these videos is that now I have pillows. These videos are like pretty long, as you could see by the time it takes me to just crochet. It takes me like around an hour per video minimum. And standing like this for an hour, like as straight as possible and trying to show everything to the camera, it was just ruining my back. So I'm so happy that now I have a little more support and I don't have to actually switch out where I'm filming and stuff like that, because that would have been complicated. And I don't know, I'm just comfortable here now, so very happy about this. My main motivation in life is comfort. If I'm comfortable, then I can do anything. If I'm uncomfortable, forget me. Now onto the background color. Oh, and I'm making the corners. Okay, I have to be attentive to this. Something I'm really appreciating about these squares is the bottom part is basically just how to make a square. So you start with a circle because it's a granny square, and then you just make corners, and you have to make 4 corners, and how do you make them land? So that's a very nice learning point in my personal journey. Also, I like the shapes that we've been learning throughout the animals, like the things that I have to add on top of it to make it the animal in question. I see a lot of potential in future squares I could be making by learning these squares, which is, to me, very exciting. There you go. Oops. Let's not lose my hook. But yeah, this is landing perfectly. I'm very happy with the background. It's so nice. I like the black border. I feel like it adds something, a little extra something. Yeah, very nice. Okay, now for the pieces of the face. Picot stripes. What's picot? The stripes are worked in the outer edge of round 5 in a series of picot around the circular part of the picot, picots. Picot. I'm reading this in French, and picot means like a little dot, you know, like a picot. But I don't know if it's the same thing in English. I don't think so. Oh, I just saw here that there are definitions for the... I should read my patterns more carefully. Jabulani is the Xhosa word for the rejoice and be glad, a perfect name for this wonderfully quirky and joyful animal. I want to see the other ones. Okay, well this is the only animal with a definition for its name. And I really like it. And it tells me how to say it too. Jabulani. Or lanai. Jabulani. No, it's probably Jabulani. I'm reading it in French. Jabulani. I like it. Okay. Okay, back to the face and back to the picot. Picot. The stripes are worked in the outer edge of round 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, in the black stripes. As a series of picots around the circular part of the base square. The picots are then stitched down to form the stripes. Okay, let's try this. They are stitched in the outer edge. In the outer edge. Like I'm not sure. Maybe if I just go like this, that'll be okay. We're just gonna go with it. Stitch in the next chain. What? Oh, I did it wrong. Okay, wait. It said to work. Okay, see, I got confused because it said work back down the chain, so I figured it just meant like work your way back as single crochets, but it actually tells you what kind of things to add in the work back. And it shows you right here. So I should really look at my pattern, is what I'm learning from this. Okay, something kind of like this. And then this would be tacked down. That looks kind of like what they did. It's a funny little thing, just... So these would tie down like that. Okay, yeah, that works. Oh yeah, I think the stitch markers are going to help me. Yeah, that's a good idea. Okay, let's put the other ones. I have multiple types of stitch markers, because these could like slide out potentially. So I'm just using these that are actually hooking onto the piece and closing. But they're so flimsy, I don't actually recommend these that much because I've already broken some. Like the plastic just dries so quickly. I've had these for like a little more than a year because my boyfriend got them for me, but so cute. When I started crocheting and he saw how excited I was about it, and we hadn't been dating for that long, he bought me a little kit off Amazon, and so cute. Anyway, so yeah, like the plastic out of these is just drying out so fast, so they don't last that long. Perfect. Okay, finally done with the stripes, and that's not even weaving in these ends. These animals take a really long time to assemble. Not my favorite part. So I think I'm at the inner ear part now. And now what do I do for the outer ear? In the picture, it seems like there's a 3D effect going on. Maybe I'm going to fold it on itself or something. See, that would make sense. On to the snout. Okay, so that would be the muzzle. Snout, muzzle, snout. This part of the face could be a muzzle and a snout. Or snout is just the nose? Maybe muzzle is like the whole thing, and snout, I don't know. I don't care. Okay, assembly and details. Assemble the ears. Okay, I can do that. Place an inner ear and outer ear wrong sides together. Now, I haven't really shown myself sewing anything to the animals up to this point, but for the zebra, I do feel like it's kind of pertinent, because there's some exciting manipulations going on that weren't really happening in the other square. So, wrong sides together. So this is the right side. So these are the wrong sides together. And I'm just gonna sew this into place, I guess. Ooh, very neat little ear. Ooh, that's one ear done. The fact that this time around I'm filming all of the stitching as well is just taking so long. Like an ear alone took me like 20 minutes. I started the day so optimistic. I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna have time to film 2 videos today. I never have time to film 2 videos. I don't know why I thought today would be any different. Okay, that's 2 ears done. It's looking really alien-esque. And not to speak of the back. I just noticed I made a mistake here. I wasn't supposed to add these here. I'm gonna have to snip them off. Trash. It's still looking very alien-esque here. taking so long. So here's all the so here are all the ends that I have cut off, and here's the final product. What do we think? I think it's super cute. I don't think it's my favorite out of all the animals we've made. It just took so long to weave everything in. The final product is still adorable. I'm really enjoying those ears, although it is a little Shrek-ish. I could make a Shrek now. Okay, this is leading me into a future project that'll be, I'm getting goosebumps. I love Shrek. But like, just look at these ears. These are Shrek ears. Okay, I need to, okay. I'm way more excited about my idea than I was about this square, but now this has redeemed it. I love this. This is so cute and so exciting. It is a little pig-like with that little snout. I think it's just maybe the nostrils positioning. I don't know. I feel like this one is also a little pig-like, but it's still super cute. So yeah, it took forever to make. I'm going to put it somewhere here. And I hope you appreciate that with this project, the weaving in of the ends took forever, but I filmed it and I'm putting it up. I'm leaving it in. You let me know. Was it worth it? Was it worth all the work? Is it cute? I think it's cute. Yeah. Anyway, that was it for the zebra square. I hope you guys liked it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye! Look at all this yarn I had to cut off. Ta-da!